Hello and welcome to Time Troopers. Today we're going to be looking at mission 8.2, which is called Prison Break. As always, you should read the mission infill story so you're aware of what's going on. Let's start with the setup. As you can see, there's a lot of cards in play. So we're going to need the black dice and deck W2 and P1 to P12. So we'll take the timeline die, black die. We know we're going to need a time dial and some tokens. Let's take, as always, our trooper deck. Make sure we've got all the cards and place them here. And then we'll go to the Mongolian Empire and sort out the cards we need here. There we go. And the cards we don't need, we will place back in here. And let's set the box aside so we have more room. Okay, so we have our cards that we need. We have the dice, we have everything. Let's go ahead and set things up. So we need a W2, and another W2, but that one starts exhausted. Let's go through and look for those. A W2, W2, and one exhausted. You can also see here that there's a card P1 and P2 starting in the local zone. So P1, P2. There's no other cards in there, so we'll shuffle the rest of the deck up and we'll place that in the local deck pile. Looking here, we can also see that there's an orange cube on there, so let's place an orange cube on that card. Like so. And we choose which trooper starts in play. So of course you'll want to read all about the mission story to determine which trooper you want to put into play. I'm just randomly going to pick Bull and we'll place him in the deployment zone because he's under the line. Okay, set up. We will draw 8 cards, discard 4, and we start with 2 time tokens. So 2 time tokens, draw 8. And discard 4. So we have a lot of choice. 8's quite a lot of cards to start with, but you'll see why when we read the mission perimeter. So I'm going to keep Kelly and Rhea some time tokens because we only start with 2. So let's probably do that as our starting hand. So I'm ready to go. So what are the special rules and mission perimeters? So the mission brief says rescue the prisoner and heal him to get information on the artifact. Success, heal the prisoner, move him to your combat zone and escape by placing 12 stove tokens on the escape card. Will fail if 3 troopers are defeated or the prisoner is defeated. We'll come on to that in a little moment. So special rules, the prisoner P1, set up with 1 damage, which we've done. At the end of each round, the prisoner gets 1 damage until he's fully healed. How do you heal him? Heal the prisoner as you would a trooper in the combat zone. Fully heal them, then remove from the local zone and add to your trooper combat zone. He must remain in the trooper combat zone. So what we're looking to do then is when you have a medic in play or any other characters or any other attachments that let you heal troopers that are in the combat zone, instead of healing the trooper, you will heal the prisoner. Once you heal the prisoner, obviously the cubes will be removed from him, and then the prisoner will be transferred into the combat zone. Of course, let's say we had 2 characters in the combat zone here. Normal rules would apply, so if we healed him, he would come in to that 3rd slot. He is now part of your team. He's along with you. And the next special rule says, escape. Once the prisoner is in the combat zone, you may now place stealth tokens on the escape card at P2, which is that there, to escape altogether and get the intel. Once the prisoner is in the combat zone, he does not get damage at the end of every round. He will be able to be attacked, and he may attack as if he were a trooper. So you're effectively controlling this card as though he's part of your team. You're working together to try and escape. He doesn't have very good attack, and he doesn't have very good defense, so maybe you want to keep him alive because, of course, if anything happens to him or he's ever defeated, you will fail this mission. So you can't stealth the escape card until you've rescued the prisoner, And remember, at the end of every round, the prisoner is going to take damage. If his damage is ever equal to or greater than 5, he will be defeated. So it's important that you build up a good engine to heal him very quickly and then protect him when he's in your team. Very good mission, this one. Unique. Good luck.